And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Oh my God. You're not going to believe this. I'm telling you what. I've been thinking about this. I'm looking over here at Chucky. Chucky's my weekend supervisor. Financial advisor, Saturday morning. Yep, hold on. Let me turn him on. There we go. Hold on.
It's showtime. I'll be back.
I always come back. All right. Welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Hold on. Camelot Gold, 80% up. If you go to the Hashpack wallet, go to Camelot Gold, it's up 80%. We had some people join the channel. Welcome to the show, and that's Faux Show. Angelo Joseph, Allison J, 4147, Joe Cool Anderson 1. Well, my name's Crypto Hulk, not a financial advisor. The financial advisors are Chucky and Zoltar, and that's the information that I repeat. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Nothing on this program is real. Everything's fake. Don't buy anything on this program. Like, this program is toxic. Very, very toxic. It'll get you financially destroyed. Oh, yeah. So, no, wife. I just didn't buy that Ondo dip. Yeah. Don't buy anything on this program that I tell you to. That'd be the stupidest fucking shit you could ever do. Don't fucking do it. All right? Now. Right now. Welcome back. It's Saturday morning. It's only, what time? 7 a.m. Not a big deal. Everybody else in the right fucking mind is sleeping. Hold on, I'm just looking at something. Yeah, I'm just looking at something here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. I was talking to some friends, and we're all in agreement, but it's like this. When I buy, I was gonna say when you buy, when I buy a crypto, I look at who made it. The first thing I look at is who made it. That should be the first thing. Here's why we end up winning on this program. When I buy a crypto, first thing I look at is who made it. When you send me a crypto, it's like, oh my God, Crypto Hulk, look into this. Da, 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 da. The first thing it's up 100% in 5 minutes. I don't care about shit. I'm going to look up who made it, number one. I want to look up the development team and who made it. What are their qualifications? This is just simple. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. There's a drug that was made. Who made this drug? I mean, these are just things that I shouldn't have to say, right? Or yes, no. When I see a crypto, I want to know who made it. Who's the chief technology officer? What is this person's past? Where did they come from? What other projects did they work on? Who are all part of the team making this crypto? What are their past jobs? These are just fucking things you look at. Who are the advisors to this program? Who is advising and helping and assisting these people? Are there any other cryptos involved in this crypto project? Do they have teammates? Like this is just common sense, okay? Nothing complicated here. Like, this is what I look at in a crypto. I don't care how much it's gone up. Crypto Hawk, this crypto has gone up 3,000%. But I can't tell you who the team is, and I don't fucking care if it goes up 3,000,000%. I'm not investing in it. Looks like I lose out on money. Oh well. Like, that's just how I work. I don't fucking care how much a crypto goes up in a short period. Crypto Hawk, this thing's up 120%. I don't fucking care. Like, what the fuck? Like, quit asking me dumb shit. Who is involved in this project? I don't care how much some shit goes up. I don't fucking care. You care. And if you make money, great. Awesome. Great. I fucking love it. You made all kinds of money. Great. I don't fucking care. Okay, this is how I am. Now, let's put this in the perspective of Bitcoin. Who made it? Oh, shit. Who's the chief technology officer of Bitcoin? I don't know, Crypto Hulk. Okay, then who are the employees that helped made the Bitcoin? I don't know, Crypto Hulk. Okay. Well, then who are the advisors? I don't know, Crypto Hulk. Okay. What other crypto projects help make Bitcoin? I don't know, Crypto Hulk. Fuck. Do you know anything? Do you fucking know anything? Okay, who are the venture capitalists that helped fund Bitcoin so they get the money? And I don't know, Crypto Hulk. Okay. Is there any government involved in the project? Is there any academic involved in the project? I don't know, Crypto Hulk. Oh, fuck, dude. Do you fucking know anything? Why the fuck did you invest in Bitcoin? Can you please fucking tell me that? Because we can keep going here with questions. Those are 7 questions that I need to know before I invest in the crypto. You can't answer any one of those with Bitcoin? Like, why the fuck would you invest in some fucking stupid ass shit when you can't answer any of my fucking questions? Well, I never thought about, but Crypto Hawk, it's gone up 80,000% over the past. Okay, look, let me explain. I don't fucking care if it goes up 3 gazillion, jillion, billion%. I don't fucking care. Can you answer one of my fucking questions about Bitcoin? Can you just answer one fucking question? Who made it? Who are the collaborators that made it? Who funded it? Who's the chief technology officer? Who are the advisors of Bitcoin? Can you answer any of my fucking questions? Answer no. I can't, Crypto Hulk, because I'm a dumb fucking shit. but Crypto Hulk, it's gone up so much since 2008. Okay. We have a disconnect here. You can't answer any fucking questions. The only thing you can say is it's gone up. Can you answer just one fucking question? I'm just asking one. Don't give me all the answers. Just answer one fucking question. That's all I want to know. Can you name any developer that made it? I mean, this is ridiculous. It's like, who made this fucking shit? Like, nobody can, and how are you're investing in it? Because why? Because it's gone up. You're one of those. All right. See, this is, before Crypto Hulk invests in a project, I just need to answer at least one question. Just somebody answer at least one question, please. Can I just get one? I don't need to know all 8 reasons why. Can you just answer one? Really? See, these are the problems I have with Bitcoin. Ask me no questions. Tell you no lies. Robert Driscoll. I'm telling you. So on Crypto Hulk show, all we go over is fundamentals. We talk about cryptos that got 0.000. We talk about these cryptos that got zeros in front of them. We talk about who's the chief technology officer, don't we? Who's the founder? Who's the co-founder? Who's the venture capitalist? Who are the advisors? Who is the team? On and on and on. That's what we fucking talk about. Now, Bitcoin, tell me who all the collaborators are. Well, I can't, Crypto Hulk. Okay, tell me who made it then. Well, I can't, Crypto Hulk. Okay. Tell me who are the people that made it. And can you name anybody who made it? Well, no, Crypto Hulk, because, well, there's this guy named Satoshi, but it's not his real name. We can go on and on with dumb shit. Seriously? Are you fucking serious? Like, let's say I'm a venture capitalist and I want to invest in Bitcoin. Okay. But I need to know a couple things. Is there an 800 number I can call? Like, besides 1-800, you just got fucked. Like, can I, Telcoin has a team. Mikey Gilbert. Wow. But Crypto Hulk, Bitcoin dropped to 84,000 the other day. Great. See, these are the things. When we go over a crypto on Crypto Hulk show, I've got to have fundamental information to tell you. I can't just tell you, yeah, hey, everybody, I got this great idea. We're going to invest in something called Bitcoin. And, well, all right, I got a couple things. I can't tell you who made it. I just have a couple things. I can't tell you who made it. I don't know who the development team is. They don't have a business office. They don't have an 800 number. They don't have a tax ID number. They don't really have anything at all. And you want me to dump millions into something where we don't know anything at all about it? Like, what the fuck's the matter with you, soldier? See what I'm saying? Like, on Crypto Hulk show, we might have a crypto of the day. Guess what? I tell you who the CEO is. I do. Every single fucking crypto that we talk about on Crypto Hulk show, we're going to find out who the development team is. Who are the venture capitalists? Is it involved with a school, a government? What are those connections? Is there other cryptos involved in this project? What other project? Of all the people that made the Crypto Hulk crypto of the day, where have they worked before? Where's their past history? See, I can go on and on, but when dumb shits buy Bitcoin Like, can we figure out like why? Like, I'm trying to figure out why. Besides, it's gone up because now it's actually gone down. Can you answer any of my fundamental questions at all? Like, who's a venture capitalist? Who helped? I mean, it costs money to make a crypto, so who helped fund Bitcoin? Like, nobody can answer any of these questions. So why the fuck are people buying shit where they can't answer my questions? Well, those would be dumb shit people, Cryptoholic. There you go. There you fucking go. So that's what we do on this channel. We look at fundamentals, and I have to know why, who, what, when, where, why, and how. Wouldn't you do that? Okay, I'm just asking. If I wanted to invest in a business, can you not answer any of my questions? No, we can't, Cryptoholic. We don't know any of those questions about Bitcoin. Well, I have another question then. How is BlackRock? How are investment companies? I'm just trying to understand something simple here. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm wondering, how is it an investment company, like just the biggest one in the world, not a big deal, just the biggest investment company in the world, how are they selling access to a product that nobody knows who the fuck made it, developed it, anything at all? Like, how do you sell that legally? How does the SEC allow a Bitcoin ETF when we don't even know who made Bitcoin? There's no phone numbers, no president, there's no developers, there's nothing. How do you sell that legally through the S? How does that happen? Let me ask one last question. I'll move on. Every product that is for sale in America and is licensed by the SEC, investigated and approved, how do you not know who made it and developed it and all that? I'm just kind of curious how that happened. Like, every company on the S&P, the stock market, there's all of them have disclosures, who made it, who runs it, business address, tax ID, right? Okay. So how is it that Bitcoin doesn't? Where along the way did somebody okay a product to be sold that there's no information on? That's how you know this whole crypto space is a scam. Just saying. Telling you what, everybody. How is a business? I'm not going to get into it anymore. All these questions are rhetorical. I just don't understand people. Like, with my program, I go over all this stuff. We talk about everything. If we talk about a crypto, we're going to know who made it, how old the project is, who they collaborate with, on and on. But how the fuck does this not happen with Bitcoin? Simply amazing. The government we'll let BlackRock sell some shit called Bitcoin, and it's government. It's got to be a cover up. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because we go over a lot of different cryptos on this program, and I study them and I figure out all the parts to it. But with Bitcoin, there is none. How does the SEC allow that to be sold? This doesn't make any sense, right? Like, unless the only thing that makes sense is it's a government plan. Then that makes sense. Totally makes sense. But other than that, this whole Bitcoin thing, how is it sold and allowed to be on exchanges, like stock market exchanges with ETFs? Like, we don't know anything about who made it or whatever. Like, that's not normal. Because any other product that's made, like, you know everything about it. So how does it slip past the government to where like, oh, just it's okay, just let people sell it. Let it be on a stock exchange. That's fine. Let there be a Bitcoin ETF. We don't know anything about it. Just that's fine. Just sell it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So that's how you know there's something going on. I can't buy a product that I don't know who made it and all these things like that. It just, and it's not backed by anything. Let's not even go there yet. It's not backed by anything, so it can go up and down in price. Yeah. So you want me to spend $130,000 on something where I don't know who made it. I don't know the development team. I don't know anything about it. And it's not backed by anything on top of that. Like, isn't that like the dollar bill? Oh shit, Crypto Hulk, you're killing it. So if you have the dollar bill, like the dollar bill, what is it backed by? Well, it's Crypto Hulk, it's backed by nothing. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. These are just things to think about. I was talking to a friend about how Bitcoin is at $84,000, and it's just like I can't answer anything, or I can't even really comment on Bitcoin because it's a nothing. Then somebody asked me simply, well, why is it worth so much, or why was it worth so much? My answer is I can't tell you why. Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. So why are people paying money for it? Why were people paying $130,000 for Bitcoin? That's a good question. Can you? I mean, like I don't know. I don't have answers. Right now, would you pay $130,000 for one Bitcoin? The answer is no. So this doesn't make sense. Exactly. All right. Exactly. Let's look here. What does make sense is owning Plume. Stuart Lavelle's favorite crypto, Plume, Plume. You can get it at Caleb Brown. Let's look right here. Plume. Chris Gatta. Let's look right here at Plume. Now there's here we go. This gets so massive. There's a company called BlackRock. You might have heard of it. If you haven't, it's okay. BlackRock's just the biggest investment company in the world. And they're tokenizing real world assets and putting it on a blockchain and selling them. BlackRock is using a company called Securitize. And though that's good. Now, Securitize chose a crypto that I own called Plume, Plume. Here's the article right here. Let's look at the title. Securitize to launch on Plume, connecting institutional assets to 280,000 plus real world asset holders. Now, yesterday, the $500 members got notified of this arrangement right here. At Plume, our mission is to build the world's most composable, compliant ecosystem for real-world assets on chain. Today, we are taking a significant step forward. We are pleased to share that Securitize, who's the BlackRock partner, today we are taking this thing to share that Securitize, the global leader in tokenization, backed by institutions such as BlackRock, oh my God, and Morgan Stanley, will begin deploying assets on Nest. That's N-E-S-T with a capital N, our real-world asset protocol. Oh, wow. So it looks like they have their own platform, and they're going to tokenize real-world assets with BlackRock and Morgan Stanley. Not a big deal at all, right? Okay. And they're going to deploy these assets on Nest. Oh, God. You got to love it. I'm glad I got Plume, like, I think 10 months ago. This partnership connects the largest on-chain real-world asset holder community to the most established tokenization platform in the world. Do you own Plume? And if your answer is no, that's not the right fucking answer. That's the wrong answer. Because Crypto Hulk is part of the largest on-chain real-world asset community. That's what I'm a part of. If you don't own Plume, that's the wrong fucking answer. Bringing institutional assets on-chain at scale. The initial deployment will feature Hamilton Lane funds with additional issuers and asset classes from Securitize, expanding throughout 2026. Everybody, you're given an opportunity on Crypto Hulk Show always to get into something early. I'm sorry, tomorrow, if you're not a millionaire, that's your fucking problem, not mine. The fund is targeting $100 million in capital, making, here we go again, one of the largest institutional allocations into permissionless RWA FI, real world asset FI infrastructure to date. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk, you're a part of the largest institutional aggregate allocations? Yes, I am. Been in Plume for at least 8 months, 9 months, maybe 10. For real, maybe 11. Long time. As part of the initiative, Solve Protocol, that's SOLV, Solve Protocol, a leading Bitcoin finance platform managing over $2.8 billion in assets, will allocate up to $10 million into Plume's real-world asset vaults. By integrating institutional-grade real-world asset exposure into its Bitcoin Plus portfolio construction, Solve is building a more resilient bridge between Bitcoin yield markets and real-world yield opportunities. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Plume enables users to move, trade, and earn yield on regulated assets with full composability across DeFi. Through Nest, investors can provide liquidity to institutional funds across lending markets, capture yield, transforming traditional assets into dynamic on-chain financial primitives. Oh. Plume has become the preferred distribution layer for institutional issuers seeking regulated infrastructure and measurable on-chain demand. Let's see here. Here's the guy's name. Okay, now this person has a very interesting name. This the CBO, not CEO, the CBO of Plume. His name is Teddy. His first name is Teddy. Okay. His last name is Porn, Porn, Pornprenia. I'm just reading off the name of the porn guy. Securitize sets the gold standard in compliant issue. Crypto, do you really have to read the news like this? I'm just trying to make it interesting. It starts getting real interesting because the guy's first part of his name is porn. Like, wow, Crypto Hulk, are you really still in 8th grade? You know what? Shut up. Securitize sets the gold standard in compliance issuance. Whoa. Plume delivers the global distribution and liquidity layer that makes these assets come alive in DeFi. Oh man, I'm telling you what. Let's take a look here. As regulated on-chain markets emerge, Bitcoin will underpin a new generation of yield, credit, and liquidity infrastructure where demand for yield-bearing Bitcoin with real-world asset-backed returns replaces passive treasuries as the next phase of institutional adoption. Partnering with Blueprint, that's BLUPRYNT. Blueprints know your issuer, it's KYI verification. So Blueprint's some kind of a KYC thing. Partnering with Blueprint to bring Securitize onto Plume is an important step toward realizing global on-chain capital markets. Blueprint is essential for building trust among users, liquidity providers, and regulators. Well, here we go. Plume. Now, Plume's working with Securitize. Now, guess what? Securitize was speaking before the United States government the other day. Well, that's not a big deal, Crypto Hulk. Wait, Crypto Hulk. Crypto Hulk. In the next 8 to 10 minutes, is this crypto going to go up? Because other than that, I don't care. Well, it's not going to go up in the next 8 to 10 minutes. I'm sorry. Now, a long time ago, way back about a year and a half ago, in June 2024, Securitize already, I'm not going to deep dive this article right here. What you had is the guy in charge of Securitize about a year and a half ago spoke before the United States House of Representatives Committee on Financial Services, Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and Inclusion. We had Carlos Domingo a year and a half ago, co-founder and CEO of Securitize. Basically what happened is Securitize got licensed, got the AOK from the government and all these things back then, and they were pushing for crypto laws and regulations like a year and a half ago. you know, look, I don't know why things appear to take so long. I mean, I've been in crypto 5.5 years. I don't know why it's taken all this time to get crypto laws, regulations. I know that the whole Gary Gensler thing was, it was to shut it all down. Gary Gensler came in just to shut it all down for like 4 years. A year and a half ago, there's the document right there. Securitize back in June of 2024, they already spoke in front of the United States House of Representatives Committee on Financial Services Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and Inclusion. What Carlos Domingo was saying back then, we need definitions, we need crypto laws. Like I already told you already, there's nothing in the United States Code. This whole Judge Sarah Netburn Ripple trial and all that, I told you nothing was going to happen from it because there's nothing in the United States Code. A judge in a Ripple hearing can't tell you what Ripple is. Now, they might be able to tell you what it's not, but this is the problem right here. We need two things. I've never said this before. We need two things to be rich: global crypto regulations and then global tokenization of real world assets. That's what we need. So other than that, I don't care. ISO got, today's the 22nd. Okay. ISO 200. Remember all these fucking stupid ass channels? Oh, well, when the ISO 20022 gets released, crypto is going to go up. Well, here it is today. The ISO 20022 got released, and what happened? Nothing. Remember the Ripple court trial? That took 4 years to end, right? What happened after that? Nothing. 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 Why? Because we don't have real world tokenized assets, and we don't have crypto laws. That's just how it goes. Stop waiting for a date. Oh, but Crypto Hulk, in March of this year, hey, haven't we seen over and over? Just nothing happens. It's a time to accumulate crypto. That's what the only thing I can tell you is a time to accumulate crypto. That's it. Waiting for a date or looking at the stars. Some people, I'm telling you what, you got channels out there that look at the stars and the alignment of the stars, and Pluto's in over Uranus and shit like that. Like, well, these people believe this shit. But Crypto Hulk, the ISOs are everything's gonna be ISO 20022 November 22nd. That the 11 and the 22 Crypto Hulk. You see that? Look, do you see it, Crypto Hulk? 11 and 22 is twice 11. And November is the 11th month. And if you take 11 and you double it to 22, that's today's date, Crypto Hulk. Gosh, Crypto Hulk, don't you see all this? It's from the stars. It's all aligning in the stars. I literally had people tell me this fucking stupid ass shit. Crypto Hulk, the month of November is 11, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then on the 22nd, isn't that double 11? And I'm like, you're so fucking smart. Holy shit, dude. Do you realize you're figuring out the whole power of the universe? But wait, Crypto Hulk, are you being sarcastic? Oh, God, no. No, you're a fucking genius. Yes, it's November, and today's the 22nd, and the 22nd is double the 11th, so fuck. That just must mean we're all going to be rich with crypto in November 22nd. Exactly, Crypto Hulk. Oh, my gosh. You see it, too, don't you? You see it. I see that you're dumber than a horse's ass. But yeah, okay. You're one of those special kind of kids. You're homeschooled, aren't you? Fucking knew it. All right. You can stake Plume, says Chris Gotta. Robert Driscoll says full moon. Short bus student. All right. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Now, the 8 to 10 minutes is over, but we still have securitized about a year and a half ago before Congress and stuff. So they were calling for definitions, for laws, rules, and all these things. They've already got the green light, as we know. If they're before Congress speaking for this, before House subcommittees and stuff, Carlos Domingo. Let's go to the next article. So there's your crypto that you might want to look into. Plume. Seals Q's back in the news again. Oh shit. I'm telling you what, it's like every week there's like articles, plural, about Seals Q. Like shit, this shit never ends. That's how you know that Seals Q obviously is worth your money, because they're every week. I could probably find something every week on Seals Q. Pluto over Uranus. Okay, Seals Q is partnering with Hedera. Seals Q. All right, there's your evidence. And Hedera is a Ripple partner and an Algorand partner. There's that evidence. Now let's look at the Seals Q article. It was like 2 days ago. 1 to 2 days ago, I just got done doing a Seals Q article, and here we are again. I'm telling you what, this company just doesn't stop. It can't stop, won't stop. Copy and paste. All right, quantum risk. Oh, you got to listen to this. Now, this quantum computer thing, this quantum threat, I'm telling you what, quantum computer risk turns real for cryptocurrencies, and Seals Q delivers the roadmap to mitigate the risk. Everybody, you got Vitalik Buterin in this. This is about the only thing intelligent I think that this guy's said. Seals Q, it's a stock. It's on the NASDAQ, LAES. Seals Q, November 19th, 2025. It's about, this article's 3 days old. 3 days old, I can count. You don't need to help me out. Seals Q, this is big, urged faster industry migration to post. You know what? We're going to have a quantum attack. That's what the black swan is going to be, everybody. It's not going to be like nuclear, none of that stuff, or that shit's too messy. What the rich people of the world, the top 5 families, are trying to do is make everybody slaves by using cryptocurrency. And they're doing a great job, by the way. You don't want to set off some nuki because it just like makes it. These rich people don't want to live underground. And they got the bunkers and they could probably live underground 50 years and shit. But it's like they'd rather live above ground. So I really believe this quantum attack will shut down governments and stuff. It's going to get nasty. I'm just letting everybody know. Don't start getting all scared and acting like you're brand new. And when this quantum attack, like we're probably seeing the beginning of the quantum attack right now with this whole economic situation the world's in. I'm not shocked. It's got to get really nasty to where gold's pinging at like $10,000 to $15,000. That's where we need to go. When you see gold at $10,000 or $15,000, our economy will be so destroyed. That's where we got to go for this crypto to take off. Crypto will rescue us. I'm just letting you know. It's the fortune teller in me. Zoltar told me all this. November 19th, 2025, Seals Q urged faster industry migration to post-quantum cryptography, citing, here we go, here's the expert, Vitalik Buterin, warning that quantum computers, Vitalik Buterin, Beavis and Butthead, Vitalik warns us that quantum computers could threaten current cryptography earlier than expected. Everybody, this is the quantum attack we've been waiting for. This is how we all end up slaves, but we're going to be rich first, but then we're going to be slaves after that. They're going to take away the money. You'll see. They'll figure out a way. Vitalik Buterin is warning us. The company and parent WiseKey highlighted an integrated mitigation stack. You got WiseKey's post-quantum root of trust, and then you got Seals Q quantum resistant hardware and firmware, and the QS7001 secure hardware platform. Oh my God. Seals Q announced a post-quantum cryptocurrency protection roadmap featuring NIST selected algorithms, quantum-resistant secure elements, and TPMs, which is a next-generation PKI with quantum-safe certifications. Just letting you know. We got quantum resilient mining, staking, and coordinated partnerships with developers and regulators. I'm telling you what, they're saying this shit has to happen before 2030. And that's going to be the magic date, everybody. Seals Q positions itself as a practical supplier of post-quantum security. If you guys got this stock, congratulations. When this thing is going to take off, they're going to have a massive, everybody's got to buy these quantum chips. And you guys that own the Seals Q, congratulations. Seals Q frames a clear business mechanism. Combine WiseKey's post-quantum root of trust with Seals Q QS secure hardware and firmware to deliver a quantum-resistant secure element, TPMs, and a next-generation PKI for wallets, mining, staking, and M2M payments. The announcement ties concrete technology components to a ecosystem play, partnerships with developers, on and on. They're talking about a pre-2030 quantum capability, increase urgency, but the median timeline noted remains near 2040. So what I've found, now they're talking about 2040, what I found is that they're going to try to get all this quantum proofing and shit done by 2030. What the 2040 is a 100% guarantee of an attack by 2040. What they're trying to do is push to be all protected within 3 years from now. before 2030. That's their goal, is to be 10 years ahead. They don't really know. You don't know when this attack's going to happen. But what we do know is that Seals Q, if you own that crypto, you're good to go. I'm sorry, if you own that stock, you're good to go. So I think that's really going to be the black swan. This whole attack, that's what I think it's going to be. Very interesting. Let me click out of that one. Seals Q's current price is $3.70. LAES is Seals Q, right? Yes. Vicky Keith says, yes, I own it thanks to you. Mark says, I'll be opening an LLC account with Fidelity next week to protect my stocks. Moving forward with Anderson, if you look below my channel, you'll see the Crypto Hulk lawyer. That's Anderson Advisors. Okay, let's go with an article. Let me find a good one. Okay, we're going to touch on this one. I'm not going to deep dive nothing on this. I want you to see right now what's happening. Right here, FICO. For those of you that don't know, FICO is a credit scoring company. And they're now, so what I want you to see is this. Crypto, alternate payment companies like Plaid. What's happening is we're going to move crypto into the established world. We're seeing a company called Plaid, and now we're seeing more than just Plaid. We're seeing other payment companies. These other payment companies never used to report to credit companies. Now they are. What we're seeing, what we're going to see are crypto companies moving into mainstream, reporting to Experian, FICO, these kinds of companies. This is where it's going. It's all moving into mainstream. FICO and Plaid launched a credit score that uses real-time cash flow data. Are you seeing this right here? Here's how it ends up. You're getting crypto into the mainstream, and the Federal Reserves, the banks, all these things. It's cryptocurrency is moving into the real world. It's no longer this, oh, crypto's bad for drug dealers and all. Are you seeing this? Plaid, which was one of these alternative payment type companies, is now moving into like FICO and Experian and these kinds of things. The new score, an update of FICO, is called Ultra FICO Score. Will rely on traditional data compiled by FICO and augmented by cash flow data collected by Plaid. So now Plaid, that never was connected to traditional finance like this, I want you to see what's happening. In this whole world, that's why all this KYC, this whole cryptocurrency, this is how the slavery thing happens. Like crypto used to be like an alternative kind of under the radar. Nobody knows what you got. Nobody knows. All that's going to go away. This whole thing of you living off the radar, that shit's over. I've been telling you, only about 5.5 years now, This is all going to become global domination and slavery, okay? Controlling the whole world. See, these other countries, these poor countries, they don't have no FICO there. People are buying and selling with cash. Nobody knows who's doing what. Oh, those days are over. Cash will be eliminated. The government, that one person, one day, we're not going to discuss this at all on the channel, but when one day that one person will be able to supervise every single person on this planet, everything you buy. And if they don't like you, they can shut you off. They can force you to stay within a block of your house. You can't leave. You're on restriction. They'll penalize you. You'll be a prisoner. You won't be able to go anywhere because you won't be able to buy anything. If you leave your area where the government wants you, you can't go to another country because then you can't work. You can't buy anything. That's where all this ends up. And here we are talking about FICO scores. That tracks who you are, what your credit is. I'm going to click out of that article. You can look at it yourself. This is where this is all going. All this crypto and global control. And it starts right here. You got one of Europe's biggest banks. Look right here, Deutsche Bank. Vicky Keith, XRP, had my meeting with Anderson this week. Thanks, Hulk. I'm telling you what. Get your house, lock it up, secret. Your car, lock it up, secret. Your crypto, lock it up, secret. Eventually, your crypto will be on Caleb Brown, owned by a corporation. Nobody's going to know who it is. Joshua Josephson. Let's look right here real quick. Europe's biggest bank, Deutsche Börse. Deutsche Börse to add Societe Generale's stablecoin to its settlement business. Here's the stock market here, Deutsche Börse. German stock exchange, Deutsche Börse, plans to integrate, here we go, crypto stablecoins. I'm just letting you see what's happening. Made by French bank Societe Generale in its settlement business, the company said, in an attempt to get the tokens more widely used. I want you to see what's going on. It's all happening, everybody. Why people are selling off their crypto, I have no idea. As the prices of crypto are dumping by 50%, people are selling off, and I have no clue why. You have the German stock exchange settling trades with crypto. And people are afraid of, what's going to happen to crypto? Oh, the prices are dumping. I need to pull my money out. Oh, you do? You're so fucking stupid. The German stock exchange, when you make a trade or cash out, they're paying you with Societe Generale stablecoin. That is a crypto, everybody. On the German stock exchange, if you go to cash out, they're giving you a stablecoin, which is a crypto. You have the old world stock exchange utilizing cryptocurrency. Are you understanding this? Meanwhile, for some reason, people are selling off their crypto. I have no idea why. That's the dumbest fucking shit. I'm showing you Real world examples. The German stock exchange Deutsche Börse plans to integrate stable coins, which is crypto, made by the French bank Societe Generale in its settlement business. That means when you cash out your stock, they're going to give you a stable coin. I'm like, this is already happening. Societe Generale's crypto arm has created a dollar-backed and euro-backed public stable coin. Deutsche Börse plans to add the tokens to Clearstream. That's a Ripple partner. Or I think Clearstream is an XDC partner. Let me check that. Clearstream and Ripple. Let's see. Yep, here we go. Let me look. Clearstream launches tokenized security platform. They're not Ripple partners. Clearstream's working with Deutsche Börse. Clearstream is leveraging Google Cloud. That's Google's a massive Ripple partner in the cloud. So they're basically using Clearstream may not be an official Ripple partner, although they are, I'm sure. But they're using Deutsche Börse, which is a Ripple XDC partner. It's all, they're working with both of them. So they're using the stable coin. I want you to see this. Here's the evidence right here about Societe Generale. There we go, right there. Here's the title of the article. Ripple-friendly Temenos is picked by Societe Generale Group to modernize a major bank in the Czech. So basically, Societe Generale is using Temenos, which is a Ripple partner. So they're utilizing. So Societe Generale is using Ripple technology. Basically, they don't have to have an official partnership with Clearstream or whatever. Societe Generale is using Ripple technology. There's your article right there. It's only 4 years old. They've only been using Ripple technology for 4 years. That's all. Very lastly, the Chinese are coming out with their crypto. The Chinese want the whole world to use their crypto. Here's the article here. What will it take to internationalize the renminbi? That's the Chinese cryptocurrency. Here's an article here showing how the Chinese are trying to push their cryptocurrency so the whole world could use it for trade with them. But before we get all scared of the Chinese, we got to realize, and this is a Crypto Hulk exclusive, nobody else on the crypto world has this evidence right here. It's Ripple China. Let's go to the 38, go to the 38-second mark. 38-second mark. What do you see here? Well, damn, Crypto Hulk. It looks like Ripple China. And what's the date on that? 2013. Only 12 years ago, Ripple went into China to help them make a cryptocurrency. Oh, well, look there. It says ripplechina.net. Isn't that something? You got Ripple China, CNY. That's the Chinese yuan. Ripple. Now, let me show you something here, because none of these other channels have a fucking clue. Let me ask you a question. Now, in 2013, Ripple just started, right? Right. Okay. So they're called a startup. Okay. How does a startup already have Ripple China? You see this? How does Ripple San Francisco get the United States government's permission, the Department of Defense? How does Ripple get the authorization to help the Chinese develop an alternate, besides the dollar, payment system? Can somebody answer that question? Well, Crypto Hulk, I find it very interesting how you are the only channel that has this. What about all these other channels, all these smart channels, all these Crypto Hulk? Why do people have 3, 4, 500,000 followers? Why don't they have information you have? That's a good question. Why don't you ask them? What we're looking at here is where my bullshit meter goes off. I ask again, let's think. Let's do some critical thinking time. How do you get Ripple? 2013, it just hit the scene, right? Well, yeah, Crypto Hog. Ripple just hit the scene in 2013. Okay. They had already made the Chinese yuan by then. Oh, how does China? I'm asking the question that these dumb shit crypto influencers that are all about XRP, you know, some stupid motherfuckers like, you don't ever talk about XRP anymore. I was like, you're so fucking stupid. Please don't leave dumb shit comments. It makes you look like you take it up the ass every fucking day with your boyfriend. How is it that we've got 2013 Ripple already made the Chinese current? Doesn't it take like a while for that? I mean, there's so many questions. How does Ripple get the authorization for that? Isn't that an issue of national security? How does Ripple make a Chinese alternative to the United States dollar? Because they want to trade this. They want to use this. Why would the government of the United States allow Ripple to go into China? Okay. Justin Sun was the man who did this. Justin Sun used to work at Ripple. He made Tron, the crypto Tron. How does the government of the United States allow Ripple to go into China to make an alternative to the dollar? And Ripple just came out as a company. Did Ripple really just come out as a company? Is that part real? But Crypto Hulk, Crypto Hulk, stop. I'm trying to be part of the XRP community, Crypto Hulk. You're ruining the fantasy in my head. I want to be part of the Ripple family, Crypto Hulk. Crypto Hulk, I have no life. I have no friends. I'm about 45 years old. I need something to believe in. Crypto Hulk, please do not destroy my idea of a community, the XRP community, the XRP family. Crypto Hulk, please don't do that. I don't want to know the truth. I want to be able to do little meetups in Las Vegas, take some selfies. I want to do all this shit, Crypto Hulk. Crypto Hulk, don't tell us the truth. I want to keep watching these other fucking stupid ass YouTubers. Chris Guerra. Chris Guerra says, I made the mistake only researching HBAR, XRP, XLM for years. I should have learned about new coins. I did once I started watching Hulk. So that's, look, Ripple just didn't start in 2012. Actually, Crypto Hulk was the first one back in 2022. I started talking to you about Ryan Fugger. Nobody else had always talking about this. I traced Ripple back to about 2005, 20 years ago. I traced the roots of Ripple back 20 years. I did this like 3 years ago. It took years for other channels. There's maybe one or two. It took years for other channels just to even realize what's going on. These people are so far behind these other fucking channels. They have no idea. These are like people that still believe we went to the moon in 1969. I'm bringing up questions no other channel has talked about, especially these XRP maxi channels, these dumb shits, okay? How do we have Ripple China in 2013, everybody? Didn't Ripple just start in like 2013? How all of a sudden does Ripple have China hooked up with a new form of crypto? In 2013, 14, how do we have Ripple Russia? No other channel has a fucking clue. These people are completely inept. Okay. Chuck's like, I think meeting with Hulk in the Oval Office would get more viewership than a Trump Mondami. Oh my God. I'll tell you, man. This whole thing with this Ripple China, what I'm looking at, watch that video I made about Ripple China. It's very interesting. Let me click out of that. Chinese. It's about the Chinese. So there you go. Oh, shit. We're at 1 hour and 13 minutes. That'll be it. Now, I did not cold plunge yesterday. I got back to Reno too late. Then I had to start working on the show, finding today's show now. I'm going to go do some workout. And then later, I don't know, around 10-ish or maybe 11, do some kind of a cold plunge. Primal ice cold plunge. I got to make sure the thing's set at like 50 degrees. Let me check my phone. I can control it from my phone. Okay, right now it's 54 degrees in there. I'm going to cool it off to 50. So, oh wait, shit. Why is it showing? It's showing 41 degrees in there. Fuck, I'm going to turn that. Okay. Yeah, it's showing 41. I got to heat that up. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to mindlessly chatter to myself for a while. I'm going to go do some workout. We're going to do the cold plunge. Challenge yourself. Take a cold shower. We're going to get into more of the cold plunge, but you definitely got to start doing that. I'm grateful I have it. And I'm going to go through some fucking pain here in a couple hours, and I'll see you all during that little process.